Tony. Tony is one of the classic callers, the guy who calls up and really fired up about his point, and the minute you simply ask a question, they get upset. Because I think what happens, they walk around screaming their opinions, and nobody dares question them, and when they're just asked a simple question, they get upset. They get very angry. You sense the tone of anger. Now, Tony, what I'm really interested in is, BMAC told me that when you called in, you kind of went through the litany of why Ted Cruz is dangerous. Could you do that for me again? I didn't get to hear that.
I feel Ted Cruz is dangerous because I did call him a Manchurian candidate when I spoke to you.
Right, I know.
Yeah. Okay. But the key thing, reason why I say he's dangerous, because he's riding a meteor. He's trying to become presidential. He could be probably presidential material, but I think she's trying to ride.
None of those things make him dangerous. Tell me why he's dangerous. Because Barack Obama did the same thing, and we know he wasn't dangerous. Tell me.
You're riding a wave of hate. You're trying to get this. You're trying to get Obamacare defunded by risking the whole good faith and credit of the United States.
Okay, how does that happen? Procedurally, how does that happen? How are we risking the good faith and credit of the country?
If we do not authorize the paying of the bills that Congress itself has racked up, if we don't raise the debt limit, if we don't do this, then that means that means we're not deciding not to pay our bills. That means if we decide not to pay our bills, that means we default on our loan.
Okay, wait just a moment. So if we do not increase the debt limit, you're telling me that it is impossible to pay our bills?
Pretty much it is.
Okay, let me ask you a question, Tony. Do you have credit cards?
Yes, I do.
Okay. The point at which your credit cards are maxed out, would you then have to go out and take another credit card in order to pay those credit cards? Or might you be able to, cut back on your cable bill to pay those credit cards?
I understand your point.
Well, no, I'm just asking.
Hold on. I understand your point, and it's a valid point. But at the same token, all I'm trying to say is if Congress, eyeing it down the road, knew that this would happen, and they did, then it started to renege. But the whole purpose of doing it is to defund the Obamacare.
Well, but hold on, Tony. Whether Obamacare is defunded or not, you're not worried about that. You're worried about the full faith and credit of America as a borrower, right?
I'm worried about both because here's the thing.
Okay, well, let's just discuss that because you said this is dangerous because we won't be able to pay our debts. But we will, won't we?
The animus behind not funding.
Tony, believe me, the hate, you would not believe. Honestly, I don't care about the debt or Obamacare. It's the hate that I love. I mean, this is really about hate.
I'm saying the whole animus, the whole reason, the whole purpose behind it.
No, I got it. The purpose is evil, and I agree. We should never allow anything with an evil purpose to pass. Hold on. But I want to get back to the procedure because I, like you, I'm very concerned about the full faith and credit of America as a borrower in the world. I just need to understand from you, are we capable of paying our bills or not? Is there another way if we don't raise the debt limit? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
And to answer your question,
so he's maybe less dangerous there.
That would be by cutting. But if we really want to be serious about it, then let's address it all. Let's not make one issue, one area, the whole subject of it. If we really want to cut it, let's go after, let's say, oil industry who gets a $5 billion credit.
Tony, I agree. All of them.
All of it. We do need to reform our tax. We do. There's a lot of things, but let's not all hang our hat up on one, like, okay, we're going to go for the Obamacare and we're going to kill that. That's the thing I'm talking about. It's not that we don't need, I agree with you 100%. We need changing in a lot of different areas.
We've come to some agreements, but we can start with your opening statement went too far. Ted Cruz is not dangerous because he's going to keep us from paying our bills.
I think
he's dangerous because what he's doing, which is fiscal conservatism. Hold on. What he's doing is not based in the fiscal genius of it all. It's based in animus, hatred, right? That's really what bothers you.
Well, animus is the basis. That doesn't mean the animus. The animus means it's the reason why. It's not saying hate at all. It's what's animating the whole issue. So what I'm saying is Ted Cruz is trying to ride the wave of challenging Obama. Hold
on. Tony, here's where we're getting confused. Let's stop for a moment. I'll put you on hold because you keep interrupting me. Regardless of what Ted Cruz's motivations are, the question is, what is he trying to do? What he is trying to do is defeat Obamacare. Now, he may be trying to defeat Obamacare, because when he was 4, an astrologer told him that was what he was to do at this age. He may be trying to defeat Obamacare so that he can be in the history books. He may be trying to defeat Obamacare as part of an international scheme to destroy the world. It does not matter. The question is, do we support defeating Obamacare or not? And that's why getting to his motivations is of no consequence, because we can question everything Barack Obama did for the 10 years before he was elected. Or can we? Can we, Tony? Tony, can we question everything Barack Obama did for the 10 years before he was elected, or was he simply a noble statesman who happened to become president?
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. So let me put it this way and make it real succinct, and I won't hold up any more. I'm just saying this, and on this point. Right now, even if he's choosing that as the purpose of moving and trying to defund it, that's fine. But the key point about it is we're going on speculation. I've been hearing the party and Ted Cruz say it's going to be detrimental to the U.S. Obamacare is going to be, instead of letting it not so much hurt, and of course you would try to take measures not to let something hurt the country. Sure. But I'm hearing all the speculation. I do know if we don't pay our bills, that will. Yeah.
There's two different issues, but let me ask you this. I agree. We don't know if Obamacare is going to be good or bad. We just don't know.
Right.
Let me ask you, Tony, do you think so far, since Obamacare was passed, do you think that the effects of Obamacare have been good for the country?
Listen, here's the funny thing. I'm right now into insurance. And
no, I don't need your bio. Just yes or no. Yes or no, Tony. Very simple question.
It's too early to tell, but if you can keep your kid on your insurance till they get 26.
Right. Well, let me ask you this, Tony. Tony, I got it. That's stonewalling. We don't need a filibuster. Let me ask you this. Why have we not implemented the aspects of Obamacare that were supposed to have been implemented already? Because I can't wait till it gets here. It's going to be Christmas in October. Why are we having to postpone it?
I don't know. I know it's a huge, I want to say monster, and you'll run with that, but it's a big mechanism, so I don't know. I'm not going to defend it.
Well, no, I think it's better that you do what a lot of people who don't actually know what's in Obamacare do and say, this is very complicated, this goes back to a lot of other things, it's very complicated, it's hard to understand, and it's nothing is as you see it, and so let's just implement it.